What is the strategy that we're working on right now?
Systematic list.
That's pretty good. I want to practice for a minute pronouncing that word because some people are saying it really well and some people don't say it very well. Ready? Systematic.
Systematic.
Good. Systematic.
Systematic.
One more time. Systematic.
Systematic.
Systematic what?
List.
All right. Nice. So what I would like to know right now, Laura, I apologize, is what you know about systematic lists. So make sure that everything is closed, and on this card, I want you to give me some evidence. Give me some proof. Show me that you have learned something in the past week about systematic lists. Now, question for you. How are you going to do that? What kind of things might you do on the card? Give me one answer, one.
Pictures.
Pictures. Junimar.
Define the what's systematic list.
Define it? Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
The samples.
Examples, yes.
What is not a systematic list?
Huh?
What is not a systematic?
What do you mean, what is not a systematic list?
Meaning that a systematic list is usually in order and it follows a pattern. So what may not be in the case, in this case, a systematic
You're
list.
giving answers away. In other words, we're all, no, it's okay. You're explaining what a systematic list is, but if you can explain what it isn't. In other words, somebody in your class you think might make this list and think that it's systematic, but it's really not and you know why. Right? A mistake somebody might make or something you think somebody in the class maybe doesn't get yet, but you get. Write about it.
Common mistake.
It's like a common mistake kind of a thing, yeah, or misconception sort of a thing. Yeah, so if you want to write about that stuff, that's a good idea. And see what you know.
Oh,
If you really think that this is awesome, this is the best explanation of systematic lists ever, that you are going to get a highly proficient, and you want me to read it, of course I will take it. But, okay, the point is you guys have done 2 readings. You still have a chance today to ask me some questions based on the reading that you did for today to make sure that you understand systematic lists. You also have all of next week to work on the problems, and some of these things you know, one way to understand the systematic list is the things that we've talked about so far, but the best way is to actually do them. And if you haven't done those problems yet, which you haven't had to yet, you might not understand them as well as you're going to understand them by next week. Next week we'll do this, and I will collect it. Okay? But what I would like to know is, who thinks they did a pretty good job? Who is like, oh my God, thank God she's not collecting this? Some honest people. Good. Okay. So tell me quickly. Tell me about systematic lists. We're going to put a few things up on the board, see what you got, and then compare it to what we talked about last week. See if you forgot anything. And but what that means is don't repeat what someone has here. If they said the same thing you want to say but in a different way, you don't have to say it again. Okay, Erica, and then Laura, and then Juan, and then Gil.
I think a systematic list is list that is organized and clear to understand.
Next.
A systematic list help you like to eliminate unnecessary information.
What did you say, Rob?
It was me after her, but
Yeah, I think she might not have understood. The next person who I called on, who was it?
sorry, didn't know.
Thanks, good.
A systematic list is a list in which you put things on an order within a specific method. Yeah. Okay, I'll say it slower. It's a list in which you put things on an order within a specific method.
Repeat after me. Specific.
Specific.
Good. Specific. A specific, not an. A specific. Careful. A lot of people were writing this. It's not just loud on their things. It's a specific. It's not an. A specific.
Because I wrote that specific
Okay. So a specific. A specific what?
method.
Method. Who is next?
Doing that.
It was
Why?
I think it was.
Juan and then me.
Kelly's good at me. Come on, go.
I was going to say because I came up with a different definition for systematic list when I was doing the re-example. Because to use a systematic list to find out what you're doing wrong, or to find out something.
To find out something, and it could be what you're doing wrong.
Yeah.
Okay?
And that's an example.
Yeah. An example? Yeah, go.
It's like a scientist, you know, like a lot of scientists, you could probably, if you are a scientist, you could use a systematic list if you're running an experiment. to see you keep everything the same and the only thing you change is one thing. So once you change it, if you see anything that is anything wrong, so then you know what you're doing wrong because you use a systematic list to find out.
Okay, so that's a real life example of scientists, and we'll definitely talk more about that on Monday. Geldi and then Johnny.
I was basically gonna say the same thing, that a systematic list also follows patterns.
Okay, so systematic, that's the same thing as which one of these?
And that,
Wait, Geldi, what you just said, is that the same thing as number 1, 2, 3, or 4?
not really.
No?
Put things in order in a specific method.
Say it again with your idea.
I said that it follows a pattern.
Follows a pattern. Which one is that like?
3, put things in order.
Number 3, put things in order with a specific method or according to a pattern. Thank you. What up here is, let me change the question a minute. What up here would you say is the defining characteristic of a systematic list? Once you, don't shout it out, please don't shout it out and ruin it for everyone. Think about it in your head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. All of these things describe systematic lists, but which one or which ones really like, this is what it is? You have 1, 2, don't shout.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know if that's true. 1, 2, 3, 4. Who else has an idea? 5, 6. Take a minute to look. Jenny, make sure that you're looking. I'm going to ask you for your head. Which one do you think is the defining characteristic? Jemmy agrees with Laura. What about the rest of you guys? You agree with Laura?
Yeah.
And Jemmy? All right. No? Which one do you think?
I think it's number 1.
Number 1. Organized and clear to understand. Why?
It could be both.
Valerie, that's what you say?
number 6.
You think it's number 6? You want to work on your problems?
Yeah.
Why don't you work on your problems?
You can do it either way because I start from the biggest one.
Yeah, you can start from the biggest one.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
see? You could do it like that too. You could do it like this.
Wait,
But
hold
she
on,
did
hold
it-
on.
She did it like mine, but she didn't follow a pattern in the second pile or the third pile.
Okay.
That's what is confusing.
So 1.
But no, you
Nah,
can't
yeah.
just do it. You can't just do it
You can
because
just do it. It's
So
not.
what are the at least all the odd numbers? From 1 to 23, because if I use 25, then it will only be one pile of times, right?
Okay.
So I can use 25.
okay.
So if the list is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19,
21,
21, and 23.
and 25.
No,
you can't use
you can use 25.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Okay.
Look, so you started like with from least the least amount, the smaller number. So then you gotta follow the pattern. Since you already have 25, 1 plus 3 plus 21 it will equal 25.
Exactly.
And since they're all odds, they all gotta be odds.
It's
I
like-
know.
Right here,
That's why I only list odd numbers.
Yeah. So you could do this for this column. You could list all these numbers until you get until you get into a point where the numbers are gonna start repeating by the first numbers.
I got a really messed up thing because I got messed up on this one because I thought it like just to add them. And then I just listed all the numbers that are even and that can and that what else that are even, right? And between 226, so it can't be 24 or 22 because you don't have like 3 more numbers to add it. So I just like counted all the numbers and started like to see what combinations can I make with all of them. And I got like there's 13 even numbers, 26, but it can be 24 or 22. You can use 20 because it can be 20. Yeah. So I got to the conclusion like it can be like 26.
26.
Yeah.
Look at what's happening here, okay? Ready? It's asking me how many possible orders. So on your paper, what is one of the orders that's written here? Just read it to me.
This one. Janet, Sylvia, Rami, and Leonardo.
Okay, so this is one possibility, and this is another possibility, this is another possibility. You get that. Okay, so here, one possibility is Janet, Sylvia, Rami, Lillian. And then for the second possibility, you did
Sylvia, Rami, Leonardo, and Janet.
Janet. Now, what is your method? What is your system? What is the pattern you're following to go from this possibility to that possibility?
this one first, then Sylvia, and then Rami, and then Leonardo.
Okay, so you have this one and you rotated that to the bottom
what I
and moved up. And then you rotated that to the bottom and moved up, and rotated that to the bottom and moved up. So the thing is, Gildy, there's more than one way to do a list systematically.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
So I didn't see your way at first either, but I see it now. If I look for it, I can see it. So you rotated through this. And then when did you finish rotating through? The same possibility.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like here you have this order and you put this one to the bottom, then you put this one to the bottom. When do you finish doing that in here?
Here.
With this one. Because if you moved this one to the bottom again, what would you get?
The same as that.
The same as that one. So when you write this up to make it clear, you want to maybe keep this one and then make this one here, because just by visually moving the next one down, because when I look at this, I don't see that something stops here and that something continues there. So it's a way to make it more clear.